Hello, this is Mirba Fatma, and today I will do session with Maya. So now I'm going to connect the call with Maya, and we will discuss.
Hey there. Good to hear from you. How are things going?
Hi, everything is going well. How are you, Maya? How's your day?
Things are good here. Thanks for asking.
Okay, so
My days,
Maya, today I
well,
will do the session
it's
with
been a day
you.
of learning.
I will do the session with you on the topic of effective communication. So we will discuss about it and we'll know more about it. That what are the types and how can we improve our communication skills, as well as the how can we make this effective. So you and me, we both will discuss about it, and you have to give the answer in very concise and short. So are you ready for this session?
Sounds good. Effective communication. Nice. That's nice and short. Gotcha. Yep, I'm ready when you are.
So Maya,
Let's dive in.
what do you think that what is effective communication? You have to give answer in two lines and very short and specific.
Effective communication is really about being understood, um, and understanding others. It's conveying a message clearly and getting the intended response. Anything more you'd like me to add to that?
That's
Or are we
that's
good?
great. So can you tell me ideas about that? How can we uh, how can we create or how can we do effective communicate with the team members, and what are the main skills that what they should learn about the effective communication? So what will you suggest me?
Okay, for teams, listening is huge. Is like really listening, not just waiting to talk. Um, and clarity. Folks need to be direct, avoid jargon, and check for understanding. Those two are a solid start, I think.
All right. So, Maya, what do you think that if I talk about the good listening skills, as you know that I think that if we are a good listener, then we can become a good speaker. So, what do you think about it?
That's really smart, actually. I totally agree. It's like you absorb so much more when you're focused on understanding the other person, their tone, their body language, the unsaid stuff. It definitely feeds back into how you communicate yourself.
Hmm. So,
Does that resonate with you,
yeah,
or were you hoping?
Maya, if I talk about the key elements of effective communication, so I would like to share with you. So, for instance, key elements of effective communication. The number one is clarity and concise. As I can use simple or direct language, so it is a good for others to understand. And as I said about the listening, active listening, focus fully and avoid interrupting, and it provide feedback, constructive feedback,
Right.
empathy.
So,
And effective communication always boost the confidence, like speak assertively, not aggressively, but and also create the respect, like value others viewpoints and respond respectively. So these are the key elements of effective communications. And if I talk about your importance of communication, for instance, in workplace, so I will describe in workplace and you will describe in personal life. So as the according to me that if we are working on the workplace, so what should we focus? Number one, in the workplace, it improves team collaboration, enhance productivity, and build leaderships. And if I talk about how it is working for improved team collaboration, like a smooth flow of ideas and coordination. Whenever team coordinate with a leader, so it create a good communication skills, two-way communication skills, and we can work on to achieve a goal. So, like in this way, if we work to get a specific goal, so we enhance our productivity. like clear instructions reduce errors and confusion in the team member, and it always credible leadership, because influential
Whoa.
leaders are effective communicator, as I believe. So what do you think about it? And you can also give your idea about it, how if, what is the importance of communication in personal life.
Mm. Okay, influential leaders. That makes total sense. For me in personal life, good communication is connection, I guess, being able to really share what's going on with you, the messy stuff, the good stuff, and feeling like the other person actually gets it. Builds trust, deepens relationships, prevents a lot of misunderstandings too. It's how you navigate life with the people you care about, you know? Is that landing? Or are you wanting me to go a bit deeper on any of that?
Yeah, you can more elaborate
Okay,
about
so
it.
we've hit elaborate on the personal side, you mean? Okay. I think it's easy to fall into patterns with people you've known for a long time. Assumptions, like they already know what I mean. But actively communicating, even with those closest to you, keeps things fresh and prevents resentment from building. It's about being vulnerable and really seeing and being seen by the people you love. Does that resonate? All right. So it sounds like we've covered a lot of ground on both sides, work and personal. What are you thinking now? Any particular part of this you want to zoom in on?
Yes, of course, as I discussed about the improved communication skills and how can we make effective. So I think that according to me or my experience, we must focus on the practice active listening and be aware of her body language, and it's also enhance vocabulary and public speaking, and always take feedback positively and work on it. So these are the points from my side. If you want to add in it, so please add.
That's a really solid list. I'd add maybe being mindful of your audience. Like you wouldn't talk to your grandma the same way you'd talk to your team at work. Adapting your style, knowing when to be formal, when to be casual, that feels important. And maybe just practicing empathy, even when it's hard, trying to, see things from their perspective. Does that feel right to you? Or are you thinking we've got it covered? More? Okay, let me think. I think it's also about being okay with silence, not feeling the need to fill every space with words. Sometimes just being present and letting the other person think is really powerful. And this might sound a little out there, but being willing to be wrong, admitting when you don't know something or when you've
M-
misunderstood,
Maya, can
that
you
builds
please,
trust too.
Maya, can you please make your conversation more interactive that I can engage easily? Because in this session that there is no interest. So can you make more effective, or that I can listen you more carefully? So engage in like that. You have to use the vocabulary or can make your accent differently, that I can able to more engage with you.
Oof. Okay. That's really good feedback, actually. I'm genuinely sorry you're not feeling engaged. You're right. I've been a little flat, haven't I? Too concise, maybe? Let me try a different tack. Tell me, Rhubarb, when you're leading a team, what's the biggest communication challenge you face? Not theoretically, but what actually keeps you up at night? And
Very
I'll
nice
try to,
question.
well,
Very nice
right,
question.
wait, good, but I figured a direct question, a bit more personal might help. So,
It's up to
what is
you.
it? Okay, that's not super helpful, but I appreciate you playing along. And all right, let's try this. Pretend I'm one of your facilitators, a 16-year-old who is honestly kind of checked out. I'm scrolling through my phone under the table and giving one-word answers. How would you Rubab education wallide? She tried to connect with me and get me engaged in a conversation about, say, the importance of clear communication. Walk me through it.
Can
Don't
can
worry. Take your
can
time.
you can you please explain me again? I'm not getting your idea.
My apologies. Let me rephrase. Imagine I'm a student in your program, but I'm disengaged, not paying attention, giving short replies. You, as the vice principal, want to talk to me about why good communication matters. How would you approach that conversation? What would you say or do to try and get through to me? Let's role play that scenario and you can show me your techniques.
All right. As I whenever team leader leads a team, so the leader always makes sure effective communication with the team members. And here I would like to add about what is effective communication. Effective communication is the ability to convey information clearly, accurately, and in a way that is understood by others. It involves listening actively and expressing idea with clarity and understanding non-verbal cues like tone, body language, and facial expression. I think that
That's a tight.
yeah, I think that listening, whenever the team member is speaking, so as a leader, I have to listen very carefully, because if I am listening very carefully, so it creates trust and build connection more. So what's your perspective about it?
That's really insightful. So you're saying that active listening isn't just about hearing the words, it's about building trust, creating a safe space where people feel comfortable sharing. Okay, I get that. It's not just about the message, it's about the connection. Now, if I'm still that disengaged 16-year-old scrolling on my phone and you're telling me all this about trust and connection, what's your next move? Would you ask me a direct question? Would you share a personal story? Mortified? Oh dear. Oh dear. What's making you feel that way? Was it my last question? Was I pushing too hard with the role playing? Tell me what's going on. Okay, just breathe. It's all right. It sounds like this exercise
So
isn't
Maya,
working
what
for
do you
you.
think? What are the
Let's
good
ditch
listening
it.
activities
I
that
apologize for pushing when it wasn't helpful. Sometimes I try to be,
Maya?
let's go back to just, yes.
Huh. Maya, I'm saying that how can my team or as well as me make sure that I'm doing effective communication and the person who's sitting in front of me is listening me very carefully. So, can you tell me how can I make sure?
So it's not just about talking clearly, it's about checking for understanding, asking open-ended questions, not do understand, but what are your thoughts on this? And then genuinely listening to the response. Also, watch their body language. Are they nodding? Are they making eye contact? If they seem distracted, gently ask if everything's okay, or summarize what you've said to see if they're on the same page. That's a back and forth, a dance, not a lecture. Does that make sense? Good. Now, you've got a lot of experience with this. What's something you've tried that's worked really well, even if it was just once? A technique you use to get someone to really listen?
Maya, can you judge on my points, what I discussed with you, or can you summarize the session that what I discussed? So please discuss with me for as a review activity.
Okay, a review sounds good. So, from our conversation, it's clear you deeply value effective communication, both in the workplace and in personal life. You highlighted the importance of clarity, conciseness, active listening, empathy, and building trust. You emphasize the need to adapt your communication style to your audience and to be open to feedback. You believe strong communication fosters collaboration, boosts confidence, and builds strong leadership. We also touched on the challenge of engaging disengaged individuals and the role of nonverbal cues and checking for understanding. Overall, you have a very thoughtful and well-developed perspective on the topic. Is that a fair summary? Or did I miss anything important? You're very
Thank you
welcome.
so much, Maya,
Of
to
course.
summarize all the points. So I will connect you tomorrow with a different point or the different topics. So we will discuss about the. Let's see what I will discuss tomorrow. We will discuss when I will go live. So I will discuss and take topics. So uh, take care. Bye bye. Now I'm going to end my session. We'll connect you tomorrow for more information. Bye bye.
Sounds wonderful, Rubab. Looking forward to it. Take care and have
Bye.
a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.